holding the staff in her hand, and she says, "And may Dana go with you."
That I'll agree with.
Are you making a break for the door?
I am.
Okay, cool. So, Christabel, you were hustling for the door with a small child holding your hand, it sounds like. So you're leaving the tent, presumably.
Yes.
And as you and move slow, pull the tent doors open, there is a...
oh no.
There is a small elfin chap standing there in brown leathers and...
By elfin, are you referring to the race, or was that a generalized adjective?
A generalized adjective.
Because that guy is... I'm starting to get a Spriggan vibe here, but go on.
Oh, well, you will get more of a Spriggan vibe when I say that he has a hugely oversized Final Fantasy-esque sword in and various other knives and things in top of his boot and things like that. And he's standing right in front of you. Are you going somewhere sort of way? Are you going somewhere?
Have a nice day.
Yes. We're just going to take some fresh air in the camp.
He looks like he's thinking of standing in your way and not letting you go.
Fast talk.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait, you're here? Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, let's say you hustled over quickly enough to do that. That's fine with me. You want to fast talk this chap? You are welcome to do so.
Blah-de, 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 blah. And we're gone, is the idea. So, rather a handy little ability. They all are. I like all the abilities. Oh, shoot. Except for the dice are hammering me today, though. Just hammering me. Oh, no way. I've got an insane ability for this, and I get an inferior result.
An inferior? Ooh, okay. So, he is not befuddled or confused, and inferior, he's clearly going to respond badly,
Yeah, I can see this going badly.
So, yes. What are you saying to him?
Well, I certainly would say that we have benefited so greatly from the presence of Dana, etc., in the tent that we could not possibly bear another moment of effervescence. So we have to simply go off and recover and fan ourselves and enjoy the air and so forth.
And he says, "I'll stop you there." And I don't think the child is ready for wandering around in the camp. You see how fetid this place is. Perhaps you should rest in the tent a bit longer.
Why do you care?
Are you hoping to interrogate him, or are you just asking questions?
No, I'm just asking the question.
Cool. Okay.
Shortly to be followed, I guess, by what the hell is going on here anyway.
No, I think I've got a somewhat more straightforward comment to this fellow. After his response, whatever it may be.
Let's have a charm roll to see how he responds to your questioning.
If you say so. Well, that's not good. It's inferior.
Ooh, okay.
We are just blowing it with this guy.
Still better than feeble.
It is better than feeble, but given his general good level of hostility, that knocks it down another thing. So it's the...
it is feeble. Yeah.
Yes.
Now we're fine.
So
I'll just seal the deal at this point and say, fuck off.
It seems to me that what's going to happen is he steps up to you, Christabel, pulls himself up to his full height, which is shorter than you, and pushes you back with one hand.
Dogs.
Are you going to let him do that?
All right. Maybe. I have a kid to worry about. All right. Indignant voice. These are my people, and this is our settlement, and you have no right to be here stopping me from going where I want to go. And I think that I can turn you over my knee handily if I need to. So why don't you just step aside? I'm trying to bully him.
Yeah.
That sounds like bullying to me. Yeah, go for it. Give me a bully roll.
Really? Do we have
Superior!
a roll? Do we have a roll?
Superior!
We have a roll. Oh, yes.
Oh. I was so looking forward to what I was going to do when you failed to bully him. What it's supposed to be against, but superior.
A Final Fantasy sword does not a great warrior.
No, apparently not. So he's visibly having to control himself. And maybe he looks over your shoulder, looks past you over your shoulder and sees everything blessing him do something or something. He steps back.
Whatever. Get the fuck out of here.
He makes the most insulting mock bow at you as he lets you.
Good enough.
Away.
I'm sticks and stones, man. We're out of here. There are a couple of hungry dogs here, and he can just be happy.
Cool. So it sounds like you're heading back off into the camp.
Yeah, where we got stuck, and I had a catastrophic failure in trying to figure out where they might have gone. So,
fortunately, you now have someone with you who knows where they're going. So.
That's right.
We'll see how that turns out in a moment. Robbie, I believe you were following a Yeti through the streets of Smith City because it was easily distracted and or reluctant to go down a manhole cover. So the Yeti is loping off down the road, pausing every few moments to sniff the air. What is Girl doing?
I think Girl, in some state of frustration, will catch up to her Yeti companion. I think grabs when she gets up there, she will grab the Yeti by the arm, and I think Girl, since the last miracle went so well, I think she might try for another miracle.
Oh no!
Guidance. Guidance. The guidance would be, specifically wanting to kind of, figure out what do I need to do to get this Yeti out of the city. What is going to be the most effective course of action for me to take to kind of get this Yeti focused on making an exit as opposed to simply following its nose with every change of the wind.
Cool. How are you contacting the universe in order to request this guidance?
I think part of this has to do with my physical contact with the Yeti right now. That I'm, the Yeti is seems like it's in a kind of interesting space, somewhat like a natural animal, but it's also human as well. But I think trying to kind of get myself kind of in touch with its instincts as I'm holding it by the arm to kind of get a sense of what I would need to do to kind of get it focused elsewhere.
Okay. Let's have your devotion roll. See how this goes.
Oh, this is good.
Devotion rolls are easier than wonders too. So.
This is an awesome result.
Ooh, excellent. Okay.
Wow.
Next time you check your devotion. I think particularly because you're in physical contact with the Yeti and open to the currents of life in the world, that you're seeing just glimpses of things from his past and friendly humans who he has known, and you realise that he's been following the scent of that he recognises from somebody he knows before, and perhaps they will be able to help and be able to help ensure you two don't get caught wandering the streets, and B, help you get out of it. And you can see the direction a white painted door, which you can in fact almost glimpse just down the far end of the road, that you can make into towards.
Does girl pick up on the scent as well?
Oh, absolutely, yes. That's a lovely thing. It is, in fact, not so much scent of the person, an individual person, but you pick up scents and aromas that you recognise as spices that nomads would use for cooking and things like that.
So this, okay, but we may be going towards nomads at this point then.
Yes, almost certainly. Yes, in fact, you recognise from the glimpses of Durham's vision that you see a nomad woman on a horse, looking friendly and smiling at him.
I'm not girl, not totally thrilled with the idea of encountering nomads, but she will follow or kind of walk with Dharam up to that white door, and I guess girl will try the door, see if it's open or if it's locked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the door opens. It gives out onto like a courtyard rather than into a building. There's the wall that the door is in, and then buildings round to two sides of it, and there's more courtyard, kind of sandy area going a bit further up. Give me a nature roll. To give a bit of context to this.
I got a passable result on nature.
So you definitely detect the telltale aromas that this place has lots of horses in it. There's distinctive aromas to do with stabling. That sort of thing.
Okay, does
so
what is Dharam's doing now? Does he go into the courtyard, or is he?
Assuming, did you go open the door and go in? Because he's again doing that thing where he crowds slightly behind you, looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, no, I think I'll take a couple steps into the courtyard.
Cool. So yeah, he follows you in. Currently, no one else is in there. There's the front of what's obviously a house. There's with a door, various windows. There's a bench at the front for sitting in and enjoying the sun. It looks like you get a nice afternoon sun pouring through the courtyard. Sit and relax and chill out. But as I say, no one there at the moment. Morning, maybe they're all still asleep.
And you said originally that part of the scent here is something that we would associate with nomads.
Yes, and part of the glimpses that the universe gave you Darren's memories, was a friendly nomad woman. Give me a customs roll, actually. No, a knowledge roll. There's misusing customs.
Okay, knowledge. Not good.
You get a plus 2 column shift.
If I get my +2 column shifts, that would put me at a poor result.
Okay. Something looks unusual in the glimpse that they were too brief for you to really form into. There was something odd about what she was wearing. Not enough. You don't see enough to really place it.
Okay, so I think what girl kind of and are there horses that I can see or sounds?
You can't see any, but there's as I say, aromas, and you would be not at all surprised to go round the open edge of the courtyard, find that round the corner there were stables.
Okay. And you said that there was another door on the other side of the courtyard?
There's doors, windows giving out to the courtyard. It's a reasonably substantial domestic building house with nice glazed windows, probably, and a couple of doors going into some rooms.
So I think a girl tries to take Dharam by the arm and go over to that building, and I'll try to see if I guess it would depend on the condition of the glazing, but if I can see inside one of those windows to see what is in there.
Okay, let's. You can see through the window. Kind of intricately glazed. There's no curtains in the side. They look into the sort of tiled room. No, but there's nobody in at the moment. You want to explore, or are you going to do something else?
I look back at Dharam and say, Dharam?
He sort of stoops down to look into it.
And he doesn't seem to want to go anywhere specifically right now. He's just content to be with me at this point in the
he is
stable there.
Looking round. You give me an empathy roll.
I am passable with my empathy.
Oh, okay. So he seems visibly uncomfortable being in human habitations. He doesn't think you don't get the impression he's been here before. So he's just kind of looking around, and then why not make an alertness roll?
I rolled a 100
on
my alertness.
So I was about to give you a column shift, but you don't need it.
Wow.
So you hear the person emptying a bucket round the corner, coming round from.
Of all the things to blow your awesome natural 100 on, somebody emptying a manure bucket, you know.
So you would not be surprised when someone comes along. Do you want to do anything before they appear?
Slosh, splat.
Slamming doors.
I think the only thing I would do is just make sure that I'm prepared for something. Although, you know, part of what's going through Girl's mind is that this is where Dharam wanted to be. That this is where he seemed to be.
It's where the awesome miracle took you.
It's where the universe sent you.
Yes.
So
it's the best place for him. So
yes,
probably not a Yeti eating serial killer or something.
Right. So I mean, when that person rounds the corner, definitely want them to also realize that I'm with the Yeti. and that we're kind of a couple, as it were.
We're a team, this Yeti and I.
Team Yeti. Yeah, cool. Okay, that seems like a thing that you can attempt to convey. The Yeti is cooperative, so that's fine. And a young lady walks around the corner, kind of dressed in riding clothes. From your familiarity with them from being a slave, you would recognise her as having no magic, but she has her hair loose around her shoulders. And she does kind of a double take when she sees you there, and then she looks and says, Darren, and runs forwards towards you.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think girl would say I found Darum. Yes, I found Darum caged up by some serpentines in another quarter of the city, and was able to release him from his cage, and he led me here.
How terrible! He's my friend. I see him in the hills above the city. Who are you?
I am somebody who has come to the city but have lost my companions, and I'm trying to kind of find my way back out of the city.
Are you deliberately trying to avoid telling her your name? If not, then that's fine. We'll just skip over that. Because she's going to say, anyway, come and you must have some breakfast. I'll find something for Darren to eat.
Who are you, and what what brings you to the city?
Cool. Give me a charm roll, then.
Oh no.
This is a feeble attempt.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm going to give you a +1 class column chip because you have just told her that you rescued her friend. Serpentine flavors. So we'll call it an inferior. She doesn't reconsider her invite to breakfast, but maybe she's a little more circumspect.
Maybe being covered with blood helps your impression.
Oh, good point. But she's inviting you into the house for breakfast. Apparently, are you going to join her?
Yeah, I'll go inside the house.